Tools for Teachers podcast, where each week we talk about a free piece or two of technology that you can use in your classroom. I'm your host, Shannon Martin. I'm a middle school teacher, technology, and instructional coach from my district.
And I'm her producer and husband, Fuzz Martin, and I'm not toying around.
Oh, that's clever.
It wasn't really. But it was the best I could do given the circumstances. So
it'll do.
It'll do, pig. It'll do.
So we are on episode 116 this week.
116 episodes.
And
who would have thought?
It's right before spring break.
It is.
And for those of you, depending on, I guess, what district you're in Wisconsin, not everybody has the same spring break. So we have a spring break that's different than the town next to us, that's different to the town next to that one. And some of them line up. Some people get a long weekend that's like a extended weekend. It's not a week. I know that my family lives in the east, has a break in February and then a break in April. So everyone's got something different. But if you're on spring break, enjoy it. If you're not quite there, I'm sorry. If you've already had yours, more power to you.
More power to you.
Yes. So this week, our site is for elementary teachers.
What's up, elementary teachers?
And, well, definitely middle school teachers could use it if they want to. It's geared towards younger students. And it is called Toy Theater.
Toy Theater.
You can't not say it that way.
Welcome to Toy Theater.
Toy Theater.
Yes.
Is an awesome resource that's free.
Free.
And based out of Ontario. And it's cool. It's a site that houses all kinds of fun, like games and activities that are for elementary students and all different subject areas too. So like if you go to toytheater.com, toytheater.com. And the site's been around for a long time, like 15 plus years. And it's holding on. Like, it's got a bunch of resources. It's easy to use. It's free. The students can navigate it very easily. And there's not a ton of extra things that get confusing. Like, it's very straightforward. So you can go in, choose math, and then you can pick, like, kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade. Or you can pick by subject. So addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, graphing, patterns, geometry, place value, and time. And once you choose what you want. So I'm going to pick math, and I'm going to pick division. So, And when I pick math division, then I have games that I can play. And they have different activities. Like there's a raindrop activity, and you click on it, and then you like work your way through levels. And it gives very simple directions on like what you need to do. You can make them full screen. You can mute it if you don't want to hear the sound. And then while the one game is playing, if you like it, you can play through it, do what you want. And always on the left-hand side of the screen, there's other math activities that you can play. So it kind of links you to the next one, so you can keep playing that one, or like, nah, I'm going to play quarterback. And then this is going to do a different game activity where you learn how to use a protractor, which is awesome. You throw a little football at the football players and like move the protractor, so you can kind of learn how angles work. And then it gives you a number, and then you throw it at the football player, and then they run away with it, and then yay, next level. And so it shows you like how to practice your angles. And then you can pick a different activity. So you can go back to math if you want to. I can tell you our first grader today, I was like, here, play this. She's like, this is awesome. I use this in my classroom too. And I was like, cool. And she starts like, she can navigate the whole site herself. And like goes through, she's picking different math games. She's like, I give it a 10 plus. So if you got first graders, they might enjoy this activity.
They're going to like it.
You can go through math and again, different things. I've seen a lot of teachers, they really like the manipulatives that you can use for math. But like, I don't know if you understand, and I don't know if you can see this on your screen, but as you're scrolling through, it's not just like 4 or 5 lines of games. Like you keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And there's tons. And then there's like a math test. If you want kids to practice facts like on their own, they can do that. And that's all just in the math category. When you go reading, same thing. You can pick if you want to do alphabet or spelling or stories or word finds or writing. And then she and I were playing the magic spelling game today, where there's a little character and you like walk it around and it spells different words.
Sure.
And they're simple, but they're very engaging and easy for kids to, again, there's not a lot of directions that have to be read to them. Like they can just
kind of figure
it out and play.
Yeah. I was playing Feed Freddy.
Oh, fun. And how do you play that?
Well, so you can pick letters, numbers, colors, shapes, patterns, fractions, or counting.
Mm-hmm.
And you click they have a color-coded, so I'll write down in letters, right?
Uh-huh.
So they have a color-coded set of 9 different letters, and Freddie has a number on his shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to drag the number into his mouth, and he eats it, and he gets bigger. And every time you play, it gets bigger. And then once you finish the board, you pick another one. You can do letters again, or you can do numbers.
Mm-hmm.
You play those, and he keeps getting bigger until he essentially takes over your entire screen. And you can click the shrink button if you want to reset him. But it makes a frowny face if you think about giving him the wrong food.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really cute, and it's fun and easy, and it helps in matching and recognition. So
And the art button, so if you click on the art category, what I really like, there's fun, like they have a spirograph. I think old school, like spirograph. I don't know if anybody remembers those. They still kind of have them, but you stuck the pen in the thing, you twirled it until the thing went flying because you're too aggressive with the twirling. But they have a digital spirograph. They have mirroring, which I think is great, where, teaching kids to mirror, where you like draw it on one side and automatically will like mirror it on the other side, which is, like just a mirroring skills, some art skills. Polygons, like shapes and things like that, cover both math and art. Quilting, and then they got a doodler, and they got handwriting, and they got coloring.
The doodler is cool because you have like doodle cat, doodle raccoon, doodle squirrel.
And
they give you a picture, and then you can select colors, and you can draw over, like kind of like
it's like coloring.
Remember
like digital coloring.
Well, remember when we were kids? We never did this, you and I, because we weren't those kinds of kids. But when there was a magazine, remember drawing mustaches on like people's faces and stuff?
I didn't do that.
I know. See, that's what I said. I said you didn't do that, but
I'm sure you did.
Neither did I. But yeah, I did. So there's like this cute little kitten, and you can select paint, and then you can.
Yeah. So if you've got students that have indoor recess, here you go.
Chromebooks, get your Chromebooks here,
or tablets.
Tablets.
It'd be easy to do.
Yep.
But they even have like doodle over Rembrandt and doodle over like O'Keeffe, which is cool because it introduces kids to real artists, and then they can either add to their paintings or draw over it.
Yep. I just give this kitten sunglasses.
That's amazing.
Yep.
The music button. The first grader and I were playing today, and she's cranking out piano tunes.
Okay.
Because they have a full keyboard that you can play the songs on. But what I like, yes, there's the piano keyboard. What I like is the music box, which gives you fractions. So I was teaching her, practicing some of her fraction stuff today.
Yep.
With music, like understanding a quarter note and a half note, what a quarter and a half and a whole note are in music. But then also they have it divided up like math. So then you can see the actual fractions written, which is cool.
Yep. Sorry.
And you're distracted.
I see you drag them into the player, so then it goes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Cool, huh? Yeah. There's a beatbox.
Yeah.
There's a beatbox.
Oh, there's a beatbox.
There's a beatbox. It's in the music section. See, this is not just for elementary students. Adults are easily entertained by these things too. Are we still in the music section, or are we gonna?
I mean, you can do what you want to do, but I'm gonna
beatbox here. Yes, great. This is my life. And so then there's a puzzle section. They have mazes, and they have all kinds like memory games, and they have Sudoku, and they have sliding squares. They have all kinds of stuff. And then they have an actual gaming section where there's just games, but it's going to be like chess and checkers. And again, all digital, all free. They have tic-tac-toe. They have mini golf world. There's just so many different options. And then they have teacher tools, which is amazing. So this is kind of like where we focus on focusy things here.
I have to focus right now because I am
so distracted.
Totally currently. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I had.
Yep. And we're in the beatbox section.
I just made that in like 3 seconds.
Nice. Cool. Outro music. Yeah. Fantastic. So, in the teacher tool section, for all of this, it would have been helpful, like a year and a half ago, but for kids on Chromebooks and smartboards, and we're always looking for digital manipulatives.
Yes, we've had episodes on.
We've talked about this, and here they all are in one spot.
Look at that. They're colorful and they look fun.
And they're fun. Like, there's geoboards, there's a marble jar, there's percentage strips, there's fraction bars, there's time, there's an interactive clock, there is spinners, there is protractors, stopwatches, pattern blocks, beaded number lines, a bug catcher number line, calculators, scales, place value mats, place value cards.
There's like 100 things.
Oh my goodness. Like, you just keep going and going.
There's a coin bank.
They have those those like gummy bear counters that you need to have the kids like manipulate to count and put in patterns. They have those.
If you're looking to have kids learn how to count U.S. coins, they've got a coin counter. And they actually, if you're not in the U.S., and we do have a lot of listeners overseas.
We do.
They've got Canada, United Kingdom coins, Australian coins, New Zealand coins, and European coins as well. Well as
India and Mexico and Brazil and the Philippines.
The United Arab Emirates. And yes.
So they have play money and counting money for all of those countries. They have a coin jar. They have 10 frames, which I know we're always like trying to find the 10 frames. Here you go. They have diagraph cards. They have alphabet cards. They have cubes. They have magnets. Oh my goodness. They have word family cards. So if you need any sort of digital manipulative, hello, they're all here. They have math flashcards. Anyway, I mean, the list is endless. So you don't even have to be an elementary teacher. Like, you can use these in any classroom.
They also have assessments.
They do.
Like, I'm playing a fraction assessment right now.
Math assessments. Yep.
Yeah.
And they have a virtual math test. And if you click on the math test, from that section, you can choose addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. And then 1 to 9 to 1 to 99, depending on the numbers. And then it just gives rapid fire equations, which is cool. So toy theater, not just for games, but definitely lots of educational activities and an amazing collection of teacher tools. And all of it is free.
What? There's no cost for this?
So if you need some tools to use, or you want to engage your kids, or again, I know indoor recess in the rain, or just the kids having some practice time, some independent work time, there are lots of things here, and they can definitely navigate through it on their own. So our elementary teachers, check this out. And if you have older students, as you can tell, you can beatbox and make spirographs and be highly entertained on this site.
You can make beatboxes?
Well. Oh my goodness.
It's actually a pretty cool beat that I made.
Really? I'm so proud of myself. Good job.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, next week we are off.
Give me a call if you need something, hit me up.
We will be beatboxing into spring break because we will not be here next week, but we will be here the following. Thanks for tuning in. This has been the Tech Tools for Teachers podcast. If you ever have any questions, you can find me on Twitter at SmartNWI. And if you want to get more information on the links to the technology discussed in this episode, you can visit smartnwi.com or the Facebook page. If you'd like to support the show, please consider buying me a coffee or two. Visit buymeacoffee.com/smartnwi or visit smartnwi.com and click on that cute little purple coffee cup. Your donations help keep the show going. New episodes each week. Thanks for listening. Go educate and innovate.
The ideas and opinions expressed on this podcast and the Smart NWI website are those of the author, Shannon Martin, and not of her employer. Prior to using any of the technologies discussed on this podcast, please consult with your employer regulations. This podcast offers no guarantee that these tools will work for you as described, but we sure hope they do. And we'll talk to you next time on the Tech Tools for Teachers podcast.